Hey, welcome to the show. It's a show. Well, it's live now, right? It's a show with Joey Ragona here, and I'm going to share some information with you today that I was working on with a client, and it's about positioning. This is really cool. I want to give you a formula to use to help you position in less than 2 minutes. You've heard about the elevator pitch, right? You've heard about the where you, if you got yourself in a situation where there was somebody who was going to invest in your business or wanted to know more about your business, and you were in an elevator. By the time it gets to the top, you've got about 2 minutes to sell them on your idea or to convince them what your whole product is about so they understand it. That's kind of what the elevator pitch is all about. What I want to give you here is a formula here that I've been working on with a client today, and I just kind of was working on it myself. I want to share it with you and just to show you how easy this is to create this pitch. Now, it doesn't mean that you have to use this, but it's going to force you to really think about your business in a different way so that you can pull out the really important pieces of it so you can explain it to somebody, right? Now, I just want to wait till a couple of people jump on so I can share this with you guys. But the thing I want to share with you first is this book here, which is called Positioning. Now, this book is, I don't know how old this book is. I think it was 1986 when I first got my first edition. This is not the first edition. I put that sucker away and it's in the archives. But this one here, I grabbed it again and just to, I'll go back and forth with it. Again, Positioning by Al Reese and Jack Trout is the one. But this one here comes actually from Jeffrey Moore, which is what I want to share with you, the framework that you could use. Hey, Belinda, how you doing? You're going to love this. This is a great positioning formula that you can use, a framework that you can use to help position your products and your services. So check this out. What this does is it just, again, forces you to think about your product in a different way. And here's the thing that I really want you to understand. When I show this to you, I'm going to show you the framework, but what I want you to really consider is what not to put in. Now, when I was doing this, I was drawing it out and I was following the framework, and then really all this is just, filling in the gaps. And so when I was doing this, I was putting out all of the features of my product, and I was going to give you my example from my strategic profit lab, my coaching program, right? And I'm going to share that with you. But as I was doing it, there was one piece of it that I kept on putting more stuff in, and it was basically trying to sell the product and giving the features of it, like coaching every 2 weeks and all this other kind of stuff. But you don't need all of that stuff to really get the point across. So, without further ado, let me share the framework with you. Okay. The first part of it is this. It is, let me see if I can get this going here. All right, cool. So the first part of the framework is who it's for, right? This is for an ideal customer, right? You know what an ideal customer is. And so you start off with that. This is for, and again, I'm going to show you an example of this, okay? Then you go into who are dissatisfied with the current market alternative. Like what else is in the market out there? So this is for your specific ideal customer avatar who are dissatisfied with something that's going on in the marketplace, all right? Then the third piece of it is this, which is our product is, and then whatever your category is. So, your product is going to be in some sort of category. And again, this is where you're explaining your product to somebody who has no idea of like what you do. Okay. Let me give you an example in a couple of seconds here. Fourth piece is that provides a compelling reason to buy, which is this is where you sell whatever it is that you do, but it's got to be one of the most compelling reasons of why your product is of value to that person. Or in this case, if it was like an investor, right? You're going up the elevator with an investor who is about to invest in your business. The next piece is unlike the product. So you want to position against the alternatives in the marketplace. You're going to call them out. You're going to say, this is how our product is different. All right. So we start out with, this is who it's for, who are dissatisfied with the current market alternative. Like you're going to talk about them. The product is what category that you are in. Then it provides a compelling reason. What's the most compelling reason, or one of the most compelling reasons that people want to buy from you? And then it's unlike this, whatever the other market, the alternatives are doing. How is your product positioned differently against those other market leaders, if you want to call them, or competitors, right? Then the other piece is this. The last piece is we have assembled, and this is where your product features or You're saying what it is that your product will do, what's the end result of your product. Again, this is where you can get a little bit wordy, okay, and you don't want to do that. You don't want to go overboard with this kind of stuff. So that is the framework, all right? It's for the customer avatar who's dissatisfied with the current market position. Our product is in this category that provides a compelling reason to buy, and it's unlike this other product alternative, and we have assembled these product features. So as promised, let me give you an example of this, all right? So let me see if I could do this the right way, guys, and try to share my screen. I'm going to put that over there and see how do I do this? I should be able to. I think it is this guy. 1 second here. Okay, great. That is what I'm looking for. Let me move this guy over. Beautiful, beautiful. Let me get rid of this guy. And let me go there. Okay, cool. And what I'll do is I am going to make this guy zoom in so you guys can see it a little bit better. Give me 1 second here. Zoom in. Come on. All right, cool. There we go. Now, here's the deal. So I'm going to move this over so you can see both the framework and what I've got written on my screen here. Okay, so cool. So the first part of the framework goes like this, and this is for my coaching program, the Strategic Profit Lab, just to give you an example of it. All right, so it's for the ideal customer avatar, which is for online customers that sell their own products and services, right? That's who the customer avatar is, who is dissatisfied with, and so this is what they want, and they want handheld coaching, support, and guidance to grow their business and profits. So I'm basically saying they're dissatisfied with the current market model because they don't have a lot of handheld coaching and support and the guidance to grow their profits in the right way. They kind of buy programs and they get some support, but then they don't get the support that they're really needing to grow the business further than that. And then our product. So I go into the product, right, which is Strategic Profit Lab, which is this guy right here. This is the next piece. I go, Strategic Profit Lab offers personalized live coaching and extended support for every major program and training on the market, right? So this is positioning me against everything else, against every other product coaching program that is dedicated to online marketers, right? So that is where I'm introducing what my product is. And then it's like the next piece is that unlike the product, that provides a compelling reason to buy, which is this, I'm looking at my other screen here, without expensive fees or the need to travel. So that's one of the compelling reasons for people to buy it, because they don't have a lot of money to invest in coaching programs. They don't have a lot of money to travel, to go to seminars and masterminds and everything else, right? So I want to offer them an alternative to that. I want to give them the best coaching, the best high-end coaching that they can get, the support they need for every program, not just one thing, and give them a very inexpensive way to get that ultimate support. So that's where that provides piece comes in, the fourth piece of the framework. And then the next piece of the framework, which is unlike, and I started it with the unlike, right? Unlike other high-priced masterminds and coaching that are single-focused, right? There's nothing wrong with a single-focused product or mastermind or anything like this, but the people that I'm targeting, they need more than just one single focus, right? They buy one program, then they understand that there's more pieces to it, there's more rabbit holes, and I want them to understand that I could be that person for them, that I could help them with all of that stuff. Doesn't matter what program they've purchased or how many of them that they want to use, and I can piece them together in my mind and help them create a blueprint and help them create something that is specific for them. So that's where I'm positioning again against everything that's out there, everything on the product alternative, another coaching program or something like that, right? And then the last piece, which is we have assembled, and then I'm saying in the bottom here, let me grab that one, which is, Strategic Profit Lab is the most complete marketing and business growth coaching program for online marketers to get the fastest answers and eliminate the overwhelm. So that is my closing pitch. Now, if I said that all in one shot, it's going to be less than 2 minutes, right? It's a very fast type of elevator pitch, if you want to call it. And it's not that I'm going to really use this and memorize it, but that kind of summarizes what Strategic Profit Lab does. And I can put this on my website. I could easily talk to people about that. And if I kind of memorize it or kind of remember it, I could, put it out to anybody who really asks me about what Strategic Profit Lab does. All right. So does that answer, or does that help you? If you have any questions regarding, maybe for your business, if you want to put them in the comments, let me know and I can answer them for you. But that is the framework. All you have to do is really fill that out. And the framework is on the side there for you. It's not email archery. I don't want that one here. That's not where you go. It's the wrong one. If you, where is it here? There we go. Okay, so cool. Just wanted to get that out of the way. So that is the framework. Again, for the ideal customer avatar, if they're dissatisfied, look at your marketplace, see exactly what it is that you position against and how you can be different than them. What's the product that you're introducing, and what's the compelling reason for them to buy this? Doesn't have to be all of them. Doesn't have to be the biggest one. The more compelling it is for them to buy, the better it is. But just put something there that really fits what you're trying to say. And then obviously, what is it that you're being that is unlike the marketplace? And then what you've assembled, all the product, like what is it that encompasses what your product and service does? Okay, so there you go. Let me get back to my second monitor thingy here. And there we go. Hopefully that helped you guys. If you do want any help or you want to talk specifically about your business, again, without a sales pitch or anything else, go to talkwithjoey.com. That is where you can just fill out a short little questionnaire. I'll learn a little bit more about your business. We'll get on a Zoom call, personally one-on-one. I'll ask you some questions about your business. You can ask me a whole bunch of questions. I'll give you a framework and a blueprint on where I think you should go. And hey, if there's a chance that you want to work with me after that and you want to talk about that, we can. This is a no sales pitch call at all. I just love helping people out and solving problems. That's one of my superpowers, and giving frameworks like this one here. So if that's interesting to you, go to talkwithjoey.com. Hopefully this helped you out. If it does, please share it with other people. Let them know what the framework is. And I hope to see you very soon. Talk to you later.